Most people would agree that planting a tree is a great idea. It has many benefits for both our environment and our well-being. But if it's not done right, we could be setting ourselves up for trouble down the road. Many tree problems we come across have improper planting as the origin. Here's where a Bradford pear was recently taken down. It's a good idea to plant our new tree a little off to the side from where the old tree was. This will allow the new tree's roots to establish themselves a little easier, plus the digging will be easier. Here's our new tree. This diagram will give you an idea of how we want to dig the hole. It should be 2 to 3 times the width of the root ball and have a pedestal of undisturbed dirt for the root ball to be placed on to avoid future settling. I want to start out by measuring the width of the root ball. In this case it is about 22 inches. We'll round up to 2 feet and plan to dig our hole about 6 feet across. We'll also measure the depth of the actual root ball, which is about 1 inch below the top of the bucket. Since our root ball is 16 inches deep, we're going to make our pedestal about 14 inches. It is better to have it just slightly above grade. Now we get to work digging the hole. In this case we have a convenient place to pile the dirt right next to the hole. If you're in an area with nice grass that you don't want to ruin, I recommend placing a tarp down to put the dirt on. Digging bars and a shovel or two are the best tools for the job most of the time. A couple of helpers sure make the digging easier. As the hole starts to take shape, be sure to keep an eye on the middle area. You don't want to dig too deep in the middle area where the pedestal will be. Place a digging bar across the hole to get an accurate depth measurement. Continue digging out the sides until you get to the right width. Measure the pedestal depth often and dig the area around the pedestal several inches deeper so water doesn't pool in the bottom of the planting hole. Place the new tree on top of the pedestal and look at it from all angles to make sure it is straight and it has the best side facing the right direction. Begin backfilling. Every so often tamp down the backfill and add water to it. Continue the backfilling process. Make sure you get the kids involved. Keep tamping it down as you go and add water periodically. The backfilling is finally done. Notice that the root ball is only slightly higher than the surrounding soil. Also notice that trees growing naturally in the forest have a root flare. There is not a heavy layer of mulch up against or covering the root flare. We want our tree to have a wide but thin layer of wood chip mulch to provide organic matter and protect the roots as they grow into the surrounding soil. But we want to keep the mulch off the trunk. Guiding materials often choke a tree, especially if it's left on too long. Trees develop a much better trunk if they are allowed to blow with the wind. In most cases, you don't need guiding material at all. If you use it, don't allow it to remain in place for more than a year. This video is brought to you by the ISA certified arborist at Growing Earth Tree Care. Visit us on the web at www.growingearth.com. Thank you.